Well, I just got out of the dentist chair and I can't talk very well, so I'll update you in a minute. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
It's been hot and sunny here for the last week and a half, but today it's drizzly, rainy. We are going to the port city of Veracruz because I am going to get a crown replaced. It's been needing to happen for a year and a half, something like that. So we're going to take the bus rather than drive because Roman hears that the recent storms, spurned by a couple of hurricanes, have left the roads in a mess, and we don't want to damage the car. So next stop is the bus station. All right, we've arrived at the bus station. Let's check it out.
Veracruz. Vamos a parar con esta cosa.
Well, the bus is departing, and we have it almost all to ourselves. It looks like the sun has come out. Well, we're arriving to the bus station in Veracruz. Well, we've arrived. We're going to take a taxi to the dentist office, but first let's grab something to eat. We saw tacos al pastor over here. Check it out.
Yeah.
No, we did not get tacos. Instead, we went to kind of a coffee restaurant where we're getting breakfast, even though it's almost noon. Now we're in the taxi going to the dentist office. All right, let's go visit Dr. Jerry.
Adelante, adelante, bienvenidos.
Gracias. ¿Está bien para
Adelante.
grabar?
Sí, claro, con gusto. Abrimos, por favor. Grandes son. Open food, please. Open food.
En mi casa me dicen Emilio Nuevo porque tengo una novia que está muy cuero, allá arriba, allá arriba, allá arriba, allá arriba, allá arriba, yo no soy marinero, soy alemán, para que sea mi cuñado tiene que ser que me des una hermana para mujer, allá arriba, allá arriba, allá arriba, allá arriba, allá arriba, yo no soy marinero porque seré.
Grabas esto, Román. Aquí como manipulo esto a través de una pantalla touch.
How you feel? So hi. Hi. I can't really talk.
Vamos a observar tanto el cuadrante derecho como el cuadrante izquierdo.
Well, it turns out things were more complicated than we had hoped. And now I'm getting sent to go have a panoramic x-ray. But they don't do it there in that office, so we have to walk to it. I left off filming yesterday as I went in to get a panoramic x-ray. Apparently the dentist was concerned that the dark area underneath the crown was decayed and possibly infected. I wasn't quite sure of the reason, but after we got the panorama, we brought it back to his office. He explained everything, said everything looked good, there was no infection, and we could make an appointment then to start the crown repair. So We decided to do 2 teeth that are next to each other. One doesn't have a crown, but it's been filled a million times. It's got some cracks in there, also a receding gum line. So crown's gonna take care of several problems. So we'll go back Monday, and the dentist will do his crown prep and make a temporary. In the meantime, the lab will then make the crowns, and then we'll have to come back a few days later and get those installed. So I'll keep you posted. Well, my second attempt at trying to get a crown replaced didn't go exactly as planned. I had an appointment at 1 o'clock in the afternoon in Veracruz to go do that, and we left early this morning. We decided to take the bus because we've had some rainy weather, and so we got on the bus and started to make our way there. But the bus kept stopping, traffic kept backing up, and finally it became evident we were not going to make the appointment. So we messaged the dentist. He said he wasn't going to be able to make the appointment either because the dentist office was flooding and there was no electricity. So we got off in a small town, crossed the road, took another bus back home. And here you can see where one of the tanks of this double tank propane truck slipped off the road. And 4 hours later, we've stopped in a small place to have some lunch. We started off early, before 7 o'clock, and that was because we had an early appointment time. Unfortunately, at this hour, lots of the school kids were also using the bus to get to class. It's going to be a long video, huh? And so we had some competition for seats, but luckily they got off the bus. We were able to find seats, and we had seats the whole way into Veracruz, which is more than I can say for some people, as some people did stand. Once we got to Veracruz, we found a taxi pretty quickly, made our way to the doctor's office. We stopped and had a quick snack at the bread store. Well, these are called volavanes, and they are filled with cheese or ham. They're kind of like turnovers, and they're pretty tasty. Once we got to Dr. Jerry's office, we came in, sat down. He got to work. I was in the chair for about an hour and a half, where he removed the old crown and prepped the teeth for the new crown, made his molds, made a temporary or provisional crown, and that's what I'm wearing now. So one more trip back to Dr. Jerry and I should be all crowned up. We'll talk about the prices in that segment. Well, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Today is the final day of the getting the crown replaced adventure, I hope. Today we're going to drive to Veracruz instead of taking the bus, although Roman has some hesitation. He's still a little bit worried about the road, so I'm going to try and be extra careful and not hit a giant pothole and wreck the suspension again. But we'll catch up with you in Veracruz.
See you soon.
Since we have a car, we're going to do some shopping. So, first stop, Walmart.
Now, let's go to Costco. The volavanes is pastry very traditional here in Veracruz. So you pass by, you have to try that. We have different flavors like ham, like hawaiiano, and the chorizo and queso. Just shine.
Well, the last visit to the doctor went great. No problems, no weather problems, no car problems. Once I got into the chair, I was in there for just 30 or 40 minutes. He installed the zirconia crowns and had a little chat. Afterwards, Dr. Jerry told me a little bit about how the zirconia crowns were made. First of all, of course, you saw he scanned my mouth and he rescanned it after he did the crown prep. Then these scans were sent to the lab. The computer cuts the crowns out of a solid block of zirconia, and then they go into an annealing oven for 8 hours, I believe. But all this happened within the 2-day time frame, and he got them in my mouth. So Dr. Jerry was a very nice guy. He wants to share his contact information. So he has Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, all the things the kids are using these days.
Hey, this is Dr. Jerry.
Yeah. Yeah, nice to meet you, Scott.
Yeah, thanks for everything.
Okay.
So let's talk a little bit about the cost. Well, the initial consultation with the scan was 950 pesos, which comes to about $45. And each crown cost 8,500 pesos, which is about $425. So you can see the total here. This doesn't include the travel cost. Each time we went to Veracruz on the bus was about $35 for 2 people round trip, and driving the car was a little over $50 with the gasoline and the tolls that we paid.
Okay, my friend. Thank you. Welcome to Veracruz.
Thanks very much for watching my video about getting my crown replaced in Mexico. We'll see you in the next one. Adios.